Guantanamo Bay, Cuba is known mostly for housing terror suspects, including those brought in after the 9/11 attacks and members of the Taliban. This week, the U.S. naval base came into focus again as officials prepare the Migrant Operations Center there to detain 30,000 migrants under President Donald Trump's order.
It could increase, yes.
What would be the maximum?
It depends, but countries that won't take back their criminals that they sent into us, they sent them to us. They put them into the caravans and they came in. As sure as you're standing there, they were sent by those countries. Then they're going to be met very harshly with sanctions, etc.
Right groups say it's legal under U.S. law to detain a migrant for a short period pending their removal. But if the country of origin is not willing to accept the person, indefinite detention is illegal. In Guantanamo, they say detainees have no recourse.
It's essentially a black hole. I mean, you're sending people to a place where they will not have ability to contact lawyers. They'll be out of touch with their families. They'll be completely isolated. And it looks like, from what the president himself said, the intention is to hold them there indefinitely.
In the United States, undocumented migrants are held in detention centers and even prisons. The International Refugee Assistance Project says the U.S. has intercepted migrants at sea and held them in Guantanamo before, with numbers in the tens of thousands under the Reagan and Clinton administrations and fewer than 100 under the Biden administration. The organization says what Trump wants to do is different.
Up until now, it has never been the case that the United States would apprehend, arrest individuals from within the United States at scale as part of a mass deportation campaign and send people to Guantanamo. That has never been done before.
Guantanamo is, quote, the perfect place for criminal migrants, said U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth earlier this week.
We're leaning forward on supporting the president's directive to make sure that we have a location for violent criminal illegals as they are deported out of the country.
Hegseth and other officials said undocumented migrants who did not commit crimes can also be brought to Guantanamo.
Coast Guard, they encounter people in maritime, they can take them straight to Guantanamo Bay.
Trump chose Guantanamo because the U.S. is running out of detention space, said White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt Friday.
Which is a big reason why Congress needs to pass this reconciliation package as quickly as possible to ensure that DHS and ICE have the funding they need to detain these individuals.
Democratic administrations under Obama and Biden tried and failed to close the Guantanamo terrorist detention camp that was built by the George W. Bush administration in 2002 following the U.S. invasion of Afghanistan that began shortly after 9/11 terror attacks. Patsy, Widakuswara, VOA News, the White House.